it's Jennifer from Live, Laugh, Love to Read. Today I'm going to be doing a book review on Winter Cottage by Mary Ellen Taylor. So I read this book on my Kindle. This was a Amazon Prime book, so I read it for free. And then when I looked up Mary Ellen Taylor to see what else she had, there's a second book called Spring House. Now, when I looked at that cover, I was like, holy cow, that looks so familiar. I think I have that book. So I look all through my books. I don't find it at all. I go and I look on the other side over there where my little free library bookshelves are. I don't see it in there. And I'm like, but maybe I just seen it and thought it looked good and, it just stuck in my mind. I don't know. But anyhow, there is a book too called Spring House that I definitely will have to get because I'm giving this book 4 stars. It was good. I really liked it. So I'm going to read you the synopsis off my phone. So, Lucy Kincaid was raised by her single mother, Beth. After Beth dies, Lucy finds out she's inherited a house known as the Winter Cottage in the town of Cape Hudson, Virginia, which is where her mother grew up. But Lucy did not know that. Lucy thought that her mother grew up in Nashville because that's what her mother, Beth, has told her. So she inherits this house called Winter Cottage. And she inherits it from a woman named Mrs. Buchanan, who she does not know. And so she goes to Virginia. She has her mom's dog with her because her mom just passed away. She had cancer. So she gets to this small town in Virginia, and she goes to see the lawyer, and he's telling her that she's inherited this house called the Winter Cottage. And in Lucy's mind, she's like, oh, like a little small, like cottage, bungalow. Okay, so he tells her, okay, here's the stipulations of the will. The house comes with millions of dollars. Yeah. But you have to keep the house, and you have to use the money to renovate the house. And you have to live in the house, you have to keep the house, and all that. So that's the stipulations. Now, also, the house comes with 3 cars, and then it comes with like a monthly allowance for your living, for your groceries and, your bills and such. So, yeah, it comes with all that. So the funny thing is, she asked him, the lawyer, so what happens if I decide I don't take it? Because she hasn't decided if she wants to move to Virginia. She lives in Nashville, And also, Lucy is a bartender at different bars, and she really enjoys it. She likes the nightlife and all that. So anyway, he says, the next person in line will inherit the house. And she's like, well, who's that? And he's like, me. So yeah, there's a nice little twist. So anyway, so Lucy is hoping that she moves to this town. She hasn't decided if she's going to stay. But as soon as she gets there, she goes into the diner, and the waitress is like, oh my gosh, you must be Beth's daughter. You look just like her, and all this, So she's hoping if she stays there for at least a month or so, that she will find out who her birth father is, because she never knew. Yeah. So she gets to Winter Cottage, and lo and behold, this is a huge mansion. And Lucy and the dog move in, and I can't remember the dog's name. The dog is a big part of it too, and I can't remember the dog's name. But anyhow, so they move into the house. And as she starts settling in, she starts looking around, and she finds, I want to say it's 8 VHS tapes that her mother recorded of Mrs. Buchanan back in 1980. So the story starts going back and forth. So 1980, which is Beth's story, and she's recording Mrs. Buchanan for a history project because Mrs. Buchanan is like 100 years old at that time, and she had lived there since 1888. So it goes back and forth between that story and then Claire's story, which is in 1888 and 1900, tells her story, and then it goes back to Lucy's story in the present. So it does go back and forth. But it's pretty easy to follow, I think. I thought it was easy to follow. I like Mary Ellen Taylor's writing style. I thought it was good. So one other thing is Lucy kind of has her eye on the lawyer. He's handsome, yeah, she kind of has her eye on him, but she's like, I don't know that I'm staying yet, so, she kind of goes back and forth. Yeah. So, as Lucy sifts through the past, uncovering the legacy of secrets that Winter Cottage holds, she'll come to discover as much about her family history as she does about herself. In searching, she could finally find the one thing she's never really had, a home. So yeah, like I said, I'm giving this book 4 stars. It was really good. I'm looking forward to the second book, Spring House. What I read was that it kind of goes deeper into the history of the family. This book does come with a, what is it called? Like the genealogy thing like this. I don't know if you can see that. But I didn't really think it was helpful. I didn't really look at it. Yeah. But other people might find it helpful. I don't know. But I didn't. But that's okay. And if I reread it, I might find it helpful. But anyway, Winter Cottage, Mary Ellen Taylor. 4 stars. 4 stars. 4 stars. Don't you love when you read a book and 4 stars or 5 stars? I love it. And I read a lot. So, and I think I need to stop buying books for a while because I'm starting to get some duplicates because I can't remember what I've got. And I have this whole bookshelf right here. The whole thing is full of books that I have not read. Yeah. Okay, so, and also, I just got a whole bunch of books, yeah, at a used bookstore, and I paid about 10 cents a piece for them. Yeah, so those book hauls will be coming up. I'm going to split those up into probably 3 or 4 videos. You might have already seen one of them. But yeah, I couldn't help it. They were like 10 cents. I got like 62 books for $6.40. I might go back because a lot of them that I was picking are going to be from my little free library. They wouldn't necessarily be for myself. But for that cheap, I just had to. I had to. And even if, my cycle is as they go out to the little free library, they come back inside, and I cycle them through 4 or 5 times, over a few months. And then after they've been out there quite a few times and haven't, been taken, or they have been taken and brought them back, then they go to Gardner's and get traded for new books. And then the cycle starts all over. Yeah, so that's usually what I do. So I might go back to this used bookstore that's going out of business just to get more books for the little free library, even though my shelf is plumb full. I don't know where I'd put them. But that's okay. Books, 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 more books. That's what I say. Books, 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 more books. That should be a good song. I'm in a really goofy mood today. I don't know why. My dog's at the groomer. I have to go pick him up in a little bit. And he is not liking going in the car lately. I don't know what his deal is. But anyhow, he's getting old. He's like 12, 13, 14. I want to say he's 13. Anyway, he's getting old, and he's not liking getting in his crate in the car. But he has to be in the crate because I can't, let him wander amok in there. And one thing is that we call him, and this is so funny because when he's in the car, he sounds like a monkey. That's exactly what he sounds like. But I don't know if you've ever seen that meme where puppy, monkey, baby is like part monkey, part puppy, part baby. That's exactly what we call him. And that's what he sounds like. I'm like, oh, the puppy monkey baby's here. I don't know. And he's kind of, he's never snapped at me. But to this morning when I went to put him in his crate, he kind of did that, not really snap at me, but he kind of moved his mouth a little bit like he was going to. And I just grabbed his face and I'm like, no. But here's the thing about, his name's Tucker. He's a Yorkie. He's a bigger Yorkie. I'll show you one day in a video. But anyway, he's old now. So he's deaf. Yeah. Poor baby. He's deaf now. Which I think is from recurrent ear infections. Yeah. He's had them for the last few years and nothing clears them up. You get that little bottle from the vet for like $60 and you use it. Doesn't work. I've tried stuff from Amazon. I've tried other stuff. Nothing works. Anyway, so I think that's probably why he's deaf now. But he is old. Like I said, he's like 13. So, anyway, he's a cute little boy. Here, I'll show you a picture on my phone. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if you can see it on my phone. Let's see, he's a cutie patootie. Let's see. Oh, here's one of him reading a book. Can you see it? There he is. That's Tucker. He's the baby. Anyway, now that I've rambled on and on and on, that's all I have for today. Also, if you like this video, give me a like and a subscribe. And don't forget to check back for more book videos coming up. Thanks, friends. I'll see you next time.